After I came back the following day, I noticed that there were still some full husks in the stool. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another sunny and cold morning here on Boisterous Cock Farmstead. Wanted to update you a couple things and share a little bit of bad news related to the cold. So the Cornish hens that I've got over here in this little tractor, I had one of them that had kind of been struggling for a couple days, 3 or 4 days, almost a week even, from when I noticed that maybe something was going on. And I think that when they huddled up, she just was a little bit too weak to kind of get out from underneath, and she was kind of jammed up against the side there. So that was a loss that we had. That was yesterday morning. Okay, so we are back. As I was recording earlier, my camera battery died. It was one of the things I wanted to test with this new camera, is how long that battery actually lasted. So it died. I had to charge it up. While I was charging it up, I wanted to take advantage of that downtime, because I also had my water was frozen up this morning. So what I noticed yesterday, I went out to my little boy's pen here in the middle, and they are not, they're not attached to any pasture. So that was the best sample to take for the stool, and just to check to see how digestible the feed was with the whole barley. Reason I was using the whole barley is that's what I already had on hand from my chickens. And I actually went ahead on Thursday, today's Saturday, I went ahead on Thursday and filled up a second barrel with the whole barley for my hogs. And the reason I did that was just so that I could kind of track my usage separately, and find out how much it's costing to feed my pigs and how much it's costing to feed my chickens and everything like that. After I came back the following day, I noticed that there were still some full husks in the stool, and I didn't break it all apart. I didn't see what percentage was digested versus not digested, or any of that stuff. So I called my local feed store that I get the whole barley from, and asked them if they had a rolled version or a cracked version, or what they actually call it is crimped barley. And so it crushes the husk and makes the germ and everything like that, all the insides, available. So what I have done is, this morning, while everything was all frozen up and the battery was charging, I came in and filled a barrel with the cracked version or the crimped version of the barley. And so this should actually make it much more digestible for my pigs. Because of that, what I need to do is I need to reweigh everything and see what the difference is, if any, between the weight of the whole in a scoop and the weight of the crimped here. So we'll turn this on. We're zeroed out. We'll get a full scoop, because that's what we were working with before. And it actually is lighter. This is just under 2.5 pounds, where it was 3 pounds before. So if any adjustment needs to be made, I can make that as well. I'll do a quick analysis and see if I want to do a partial scoop on the second soy meal scoop, or how we want to work with that. But for now, I'm going to go out, I'm going to feed what I've already got fermented. So I actually have 3 days of the whole barley fermented and soaking already. So this stuff will be mixed up today, and it won't be fed until Wednesday. But that's not too bad. 5 days of 5 days of the whole barley. But we identified it relatively early, so hopefully the animals will benefit from it, and we'll give them the most efficient feed as possible. As far as the price difference, the whole barley, they sell the whole barley for bulk weight. It's for less than a ton, which is that's the rate that I get. It was $11.75 per 100 pounds, and then however many pounds you get. For the crimped version, it's $12.25 for the same 100. So 50 cents per 100 pounds is the only difference in price for getting the crimped. So it's pretty negligible. So definitely worth them rolling it versus like having to have my own rolling mill or something like that on the property here. So okay, so another thing that I wanted to talk about, I forgot in the first video, so I'll add it now. I may edit it to where you don't even know that even happened. So after deciding I was going to be mixing my own feed separate for my hogs, usually I keep my soybean meal and my alfalfa pellets for the chickens inside the house. So coming out here, I actually designated one of these feed barrels, or well, one of the barrels that I use for feed, and I've got my alfalfa, I've got my soybean meal, and I've got my trace mineral salt. So this I picked up, it's like $8.50 for a bag of 50 pounds over at Tractor Supply when we were coming through from Tucson back home. There's a town that has a Tractor Supply in that, and I want to show you for the size batch that I'm doing. This is all the salt that it's calling for. It's about half a percent from what I've looked up by weight. So this ends up being like 3/4 of an ounce. So what I'll do is I'll pour this into this batch before I feed the pigs and mix it up really good. We'll add the basic minerals to the feed mix that we're doing now that I'm off of those pellets, the commercial pellets that have all this stuff added in. The one thing that I can tell you that it doesn't have, and I'll have to do a little bit more research on it, is I noticed that some of the pellets have ash listed. So I'll have to figure out how I want to do that, or if I want to just I know some people just will char up some branches and things like that, and then they throw the charcoal wood out for the pigs to just chew on as basically like a free feeding type situation. I have done that in the past, but I haven't noticed that my pigs actually chew on it at all, so I don't know if that's something that they actually really need, or if because I was using that pelleted feed, they didn't need it because it was included in their feed before. So I'm gonna get these guys fed and get the chickens out and everything like that. A little bit late start, like I said, because the water was frozen. But that's the update. And as always, thanks for joining us. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already, and click the bell notification so that you're notified when new videos come out. As always, thanks for joining us, and God bless. What you doing, handsome boy? So I was just got home, started unloading the trailer for the hay, and because I'm doing the different feeds, I've now got barley for my chickens and barley for my pigs, so I can keep my costs separated. Hi. Hi, cutie. What? Oh, we gotta keep your hat on. Mama says. Oh, all right. Where you want to go? Huh? Whoops. Now what? Now what? Are you gonna get up? You gonna get up? You gonna get up? You want some help? You want some help? There we go. There we go. Now let's leave that open. Oh yeah, we also got a new feed pan for the girls over here. So that was another thing, so that they don't get all their feed on the ground. Where you going, Bubs? Where you going, Bub? All right, so I also ordered a couple of 4-port automatic timers, and I did that just to have a backup. I'm only going to use one at a time because I only have that many sprinklers. But that should be here in a couple weeks. It's going to be months before it's warm enough at night that I can leave that out constantly. But I may determine that I want to try to start some pioneer grass, or just soak some of the feed and put it out in the field and try to get some cover, and mix a little bit of the creeping alfalfa or something in with it, and then once it has the cover, then he'll be protected a little bit from the sun. So back to the boy going on his adventure. Where are we going? Abba? Yeah. You lead the way. You lead the way. Baby loves his farm. Huh? You love your farm? And put a little, oops, uh-oh. Whoa, face plant. Yeah. Let's get the dirt out. Come on. Come on, stand up. That wasn't so bad. I think you just kind of caught yourself off guard. We'll have to look at the tape. Were you looking, turning around and walking forwards? Is that what happened? Huh? This way. Asher. Asher. Bob. Hey. Come here. Come over here. You just gonna walk right out into the road? Come on. This way. Asher. Come here. Don't listen very well right now. Now we're gonna go back where we came from. Okay. Stay out of the road. You got all that room to walk around. Yeah. You gotta walk out in the road. Whoops. Well, you caught yourself a little bit better that time. Yeah. I'm following you. I'm following you. Whoops. Okay. Well, I think we're going to call it right there. At least for me filming him, I'll stay a little bit closer to him. He's not going to want me to pick him up because he's still going to want to walk around, but at least I won't have to worry about having a camera in my hands. So, just a little fun video. Asher walking around, being cute. Happens every day, but I don't always record it. So, we're going to say goodbye for now. And thanks for joining us. And as always, God bless.